The reason we have a modern expectation that every president will show the public their tax returns is because of Nixon in 1973 when he was caught cheating on his taxes. Nixon was making $200 grand a year as president. But as the newspaper that got his tax returns put it in 1973, as the Providence Journal-Bulletin in Rhode Island put it, President Nixon was paying in taxes at that time, not what you would expect from a person making $200 grand a year. He was paying what you would expect from, quote, a wage earner with one exemption in the $7,000 a year income bracket. Nixon was making $200 grand. He paid taxes like he was making $7 grand. Nixon was found in that tax return that was anonymously mailed to that newspaper. Nixon was found to have paid a federal tax bill in 1970 of $792.81. That's it. People were outraged. That's ridiculous. He's making $200 grand a year. He paid less than $800 in taxes while he was president. Nixon immediately tried to quell the damage. He released, I think it was 4 years of his tax returns publicly. And that turned out not to be an awesome idea because he was found to have, in fact, have weaseled out of his taxes on a much grander scale. It turned out that he actually owed almost $500,000 in back taxes, which he did end up having to pay. And that ended up being just one more thing, driving Richard Nixon absolutely nuts and driving public opinion of him through the floor in the middle of the Watergate scandal. But that debacle from Richard Nixon weaseling out of his taxes, that's why presidents have released their tax returns ever since. Because of that Nixon debacle, we expect presidents will not be allowed to hide stuff like that in their taxes anymore, that they will proactively show us their tax returns and let us see what they've got to hide, if anything. Well, Donald Trump has broken that rule. If it weren't for the New York Times and their new reporting, President Trump would still be hiding his taxes. And now, thanks to this new reporting from the New York Times, we know that President Trump paid even less than Richard Nixon did in federal income taxes. Even if you don't adjust for inflation between 1970 and now, Nixon paid more. I mean, Nixon paid, what was it, 780 something? Now we know the year that he was elected in 2016, Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes. And again, in 2017, that year, he paid $750 in federal income taxes. That's it.